Good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a ton of fun adventures planned for this week. This is going to be a pretty chill vlog, but I wanted to start it out by giving a shout out to Hannah from Underfluffkins. She is a local business here in Alberta, and she makes Tubie pads, and I'm so excited. I know I shared her work last year in one of my vlogs, and this is from last year. I still have a bunch of them because they are washable and reusable, not to mention adorable. And these are the new ones. And they're different design on both sides. And what I like most about these is that there's no weird stitching. I know that sometimes the stitching can be weird, especially like around the tube site, and it can be quite itchy. These ones do not have that at all. I'm super grateful for those because, yeah, sometimes the tube site's already irritated and you don't want it to be irritated even more. So if you are a fellow Tubie or you are in need of these little circular pads for any reason, please check out the description box below. I will put her link. It's Underfluffkins and her name is Hannah and she is amazing. And on to further news, I am so glad that I did the patient advocating in my last appointment because I did end up going to pulmonology and I was diagnosed with mild asthma. And so I did pick up my broncholator, and I'm just gonna take the little prescription thing off. So my personal information is not on the internet, but this is it. I am bound to make some mistakes here because this is all new to me. I was just diagnosed about 2 weeks ago. So anyway, the pharmacy told me to shake this up and then breathe out. And then whenever I go to breathe in and take a nice deep breath in, I press down on the top here. And then I hold my breath for 10 seconds and then I breathe out. And I'm supposed to take this before any major activity that I know will make me short of breath. And for me, that's doing the laundry, walking up the stairs, running around the house, just doing lightweight chores sometimes, taking a shower, stuff like that will make me out of breath. So I've been taking it beforehand and huge game changer. I'm very excited and grateful for this. This says it has 200 doses in it. Now this was covered underneath my insurance plans, but if it wasn't, it would only be like 20 bucks. So I'm pretty grateful for that. And yeah, I'm gonna go rest and lay down for a little bit because the sun's coming out and it's pretty hot in the spot that I am standing in. So I'm gonna go chill. So let's go. I absolutely love watching the Gilmore Girls. I also love Sabrina, Lucifer, Ginny and Georgia, The Office, and things like that. I'm not a big horror movie fan or like gore, but action-packed stuff I love. If you guys are watching anything, let me know in the comments below if you like it, if you don't like it, and why. I'm trying to get into another series. As far as snacks go for today, I have Silk Vanilla Almond Milk, and I always put a teaspoon of cinnamon in. I love cinnamon, like so much. I'll put it in hot tea, I'll put it in coffee, hot cocoa, sometimes mac and cheese. I know it sounds weird. Don't diss it until you try it. It's actually pretty good. And then as far as snacks, I also have Oreos. And I am elbows up, but I'm also chronically ill and disabled, and I had to give up quite a lot in my life, and Oreos are just one of those things that I'm not willing to give up. But that said, I have also been buying a lot of Tim Tams because they're really good, and I just tried them when I came to Canada and I love them. The Australians know what they're doing with snacks. They're so good. If you don't know what they are, they're cookies and they're chocolate. There's different flavors. The original, I think, are the double layer. And then there's single layer ones. There's caramel and dark chocolate and a whole bunch of other flavors. My favorite are the originals. And I also hear that you can freeze them. And I haven't tried that yet. So when I do, I'll let you guys know. And yeah, I'll just show you. But anyway, I have it's quite dry. So I have my Vaseline here with me, and I'm just gonna chill for a little bit. And I'll see you guys in a bit. You're having a meeting. So the story with all the crows everywhere, there's about 80 of them. I found 3 baby crows that fell out of a nest, and I'm pretty sure that the crows are giving them a funeral now. They're circling around the area and they're just kind of staying in the area. They're pretty loud, and so I'm just gonna go back in and give them their space. My week has been absolutely insane, and it's only Thursday. Before I get into it, I want to show you my new favorite at-home go-to coffee, because it's amazing. It's Canadian Heritage Roasting Company, and this one is super, super good. These are all new packages because I ran out. Stampede Grounds is super, super good. And yes, they are located in Calgary, and it used to be called Calgary Heritage Roasting Company back in, I think, 2019, and then they changed the name. And the people who founded this company are firefighters, so that's pretty cool. And this is my favorite thing ever. I take this on the go when we're going camping, when we're going to the mountains, basically when we're going on any adventure, including shopping sometimes. This is really good. This one's the dark roast. I personally really like dark roast. It has more flavor even though there's less caffeine. But sometimes medium roast is pretty good too. And there's medium roast. So the instant coffees come in medium and dark, but I got the dark roast box because that's my favorite. And I also got something else in the mail. Oh, and I'll put a link to their website below because they're really great. They're located in Calgary, and right now they have a super green initiative, and that's to plant 1 million trees by 2030. So basically, anytime you buy a bag of their coffee, they plant a tree. It's a pretty incredible initiative. I want to be a part of that. So, you know, I drink coffee every morning, so why not? It's a pretty amazing thing for our environment, and especially with all of the forest fires going on now, it's just a really sustainable plan. And yeah, I definitely want to give them my support. I need to blow my nose. I took a Claritin, but that was not enough apparently. I have tissues everywhere. I'm actually running out. I need to get more. Maybe I'll put them on my Amazon wish list as well. But I also got this in the mail, guys. It's my hidden disability lanyard. And I'll put a link for them as well. The sunflower is the hidden disability symbol. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to have my lanyard now. And just a friendly reminder before I forget, Francois, the mobility specialist that was on my channel not too long ago, he created the newsletter and it finally dropped, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. So I'll put a link in the description box below for that as well. And his newsletter is for EDS zebras and also people who have hidden disabilities as well. And he talks about a lot of EDS tools such as nervous system support, body pacing, strategies, and a whole lot more. So I'll put a link for that in the description box below. And yes, I do have notes because yes, the brain fog has been insane this week. And to speak a little bit more to that, my pain has been severe. And when I mean severe, I mean 10 out of 10. I wanted to call 911 the other day. I don't know what's triggering it. I know we have a lot of barometric pressure changes, but normally it doesn't trigger it this much. And I have been doing light exercises, nothing crazy though, like walking around and doing like little lightweight stuff. And I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting a flare up like no other. I'm standing and my knees are hyper flexing. What's the term? Hyperextending. And I can't help it. And I'm just like at home. And normally I don't wear my braces at home. I'm not about to. That's a bit ridiculous, I think. I don't know. Maybe I should. I don't want to get to that point though. I don't know what to do anymore. So as you can see, I'm just flustered with myself. I'm very impatient with my body right now because I feel like I'm doing all the right things. I'm eating right. I have the feeding tube going as usual. I'm trying to add more fruits, like the soft peaches and stuff I can eat now if they're ripe enough and stuff like that. I have my multivitamins and the stool softeners and everything because I'm taking painkillers and drinking enough water, or trying to. I'm not really getting enough, so maybe that's it. Maybe my body's flaring up because I'm not hydrating enough. And I'm trying to get the port. The port referral was denied for a vascular surgeon, so she had to put it through as a general surgeon. So I'm not exactly sure what the criteria is for that to get a port. So if you know, please comment in the comment section below because I'm just kind of going through everything blindly. And another thing that I'm going through blindly is that I had a prolotherapy session scheduled for next month because it was pushed on me so much and I'm in so much pain that I was just like, okay, fine, whatever, book it. It's $175 a session. I hear it does wonders for EDS patients, so I booked an appointment not having that much money, but whatever. That's a whole other thing. I know I talked about it in the last vlog, but how are people supposed to pay for stuff when they can't work? Anyway, then I found out that the chronic pain clinic program in Calgary offers Prolo under AHS. So now I have an appointment booked with my family doctor for Friday to see if I can have a referral for the chronic pain clinic program so that I can ask about Prolo underneath that program so it's covered under AHS. But the thing is, you don't know all of this stuff unless you know someone in the program or a doctor within the program, because how did I go this long and nobody told me about this program? My friend had to tell me about this. Shout out to you, Morgan. Thank you so much for letting me know about this because I had no idea. It's just insane. We need more awareness. Maybe they don't want awareness for this. I don't know. I don't know if they have enough staff. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on there, but As you can tell, I'm starting to talk more and ramble a little bit more because I'm in so much pain. So I'm just gonna take a few more sips of coffee and try to chill out a little bit. Anyway, I talked with one of my doctors about my Holter monitor results and they're not great. My pulse was very low for long extended periods of time, and also I have a lot of PVCs. No, I didn't drink any coffee during this test because I wanted accurate results. And so, yeah, I might need a pacemaker. I'm not sure. I'll see what the cardiologist says on Friday. And also it suggested that I might have sleep apnea, which was a complete shock because I don't know anything about sleep apnea. I just know about the CPAP machines and that's about it. So if you have sleep apnea, please feel free to share your story below because I would be 100% new to this. Now, obviously I would need to get the sleep study test done. A Holter monitor cannot diagnose sleep apnea by itself. So maybe I don't have it. I'm not exactly sure. I don't necessarily want to learn about all of these illnesses because I have them. I'm always interested to learn something new, but when it's happening to me, oh, Tiny wants to be in the vlog. This little guy. You want to say hi? You say hi? Aw, yeah, that's my boy. He's spraying up a storm. He's always with me. He knows when I'm flaring up. He's always right by my side. He's just, you can see his little stub tail. He doesn't have a tail because he's a Manx. He was born that way. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you tell him. You were born that way. He just wants extra cuddles. Hey, bud. He greets us when we come to the door. He knows when we're going somewhere. He wants to go in car rides with us. He loves car rides. When we traveled across Canada, we put the little Kindle on for him and we had a scratching pad and we decked it all out for him and he loved it. Sometimes when I come home in the summer, he tries to run inside the car when he gets outside. And yeah, he's more dog-like than cat-like. You can see him, he is eating. He is such a good boy. Hey, buddy. So anyway, the pain was extremely bad this week. It was so bad that T3 wasn't getting it under control, like at all. It was just like drinking water. And I almost called the ambulance 2 days ago, but I didn't because I was so afraid that the ER would give me the opioid crisis speech, tell me that they don't treat chronic conditions, and then send me home after 6 to 8 hours of just waiting there and doing nothing. When something serious happens to me, like I have a heart attack or something, I don't think that I would call an ambulance. I think at this point, I have been gaslit and pushed aside so much that when something, or if something serious does happen, I would just die because I'm just that afraid of calling for assistance. And that's just the reality of having this EDS illness and any severe illness that gives you severe pain. And every single time you level up, sometimes you don't know if something serious is happening or if it's just your original diagnosis. Instead of calling the ambulance, I just took T3 every 4 hours and just kind of waited it out, bawling my eyes out for like a good 24 hours. And then I saw a few doctors after that. I got lidocaine injections, thanks to Reddy. And then I went to another doctor to get really good painkillers because if that ever happens again, I want a painkiller as an option. I'm sorry to all the doctors who are watching this and they don't think opioids are the answer. I'm sorry, but when you're in those severe flare-ups to where you're actually thinking about calling 911, we should have that option, period. Chronic illness people should have an option for pain. When you're bawling your eyes out and you can't get your pain under control, we need that option. I could go as far to say that this is also suicide prevention, because this pain is horrible. And yeah, I almost dropped the F-bomb there. It is so bad. And you know, another thing that ER staff does not consider is the amount of things that we do as chronic illness warriors before we have to go to the ER. Nobody wants to go to the ER and sit there for 12 hours only to get told the opioid crisis speech and then to leave.
Escalate in Iran, Israel, and Ukraine put an increased focus on defense at this G7 summit. Prime Minister Mark Carney had a one-on-one meeting with NATO's Secretary General this morning. It's been only 1 week since Carney announced plans to meet NATO's 2% of GDP defense spending target by March.
Someone asked me if the neck collars are comfy, and the answer to that is they're as comfy as they look. Since it's a normal severe pain day, the painkillers did help a little bit. So let's go for a walk. Thank you so much for joining us on our walk today. I am so grateful to have you here, to have this community of resourceful people, kind-hearted people, respectful people. It's always my goal to share my story, but to hear yours as well. And your story is so important. Your voice matters. If you ever want to share anything, please write that in the comment section below, or you can always email me or send me a message on Instagram. And yeah, I think we have a great community here. I would like to expand it as much as we possibly can, just so we can help other people. I would like to interview more healthcare professionals as well in the area and get their word out, and also share as much education about EDS as possible. I'm still new to this EDS diagnosis. However, I am not new to chronic illness. So with that said, someone has asked me if I have an Amazon wish list. I do. I'll put the link for that in the description box below, but please do not feel pressured into buying me anything. Just you being here, subscribing, trying to get the word out is more than enough. I am so grateful to have you here. And with that said, I hope you guys have as many adventures planned as possible for this week. I hope that you enjoy the sunshine after the rain, and I hope that you always remember that you are indeed incurably awesome. I'll see you next Tuesday.